Main machinery's going in today.
Before your eyes, you realize
we're really moving forward now. As you can see, the engine room's been shot blasted and painted, and so it's ready to receive the machinery.
after years of waiting.
Went in without too much trouble, you know, and I suppose she's got her heart back in again, you know, and it's great to see all the working parts going in. It's a major step forward, major progress on the job now.
Well, it seems to be for this paddle boat, not the last one or the next one. It seems to fit with no drawings. Amazing. Stroke of luck, coincidence.
I don't know if you want it central on the speed.
We've got to bundle it so far back.
This way now.
Let's go just a little bit over.
Some of the stuff that we've had, the apprentices made at Gillingham, this tank that's going to go in now, and some of the tanks already down there were made by our apprentices at Gillingham. So we've already got the Gillingham connection going into the job here. There's a lot more to go in that's going to be part of the Gillingham connection, and you know, as we go forward there'll be even more. They're experienced shipbuilders here. They're used to putting things in and knowing, you know, what's got to go in when and where in order to get things in. Obviously, once you put one piece of equipment in, if it's in the way, you've got to take it out again to get something else in. So, you know, quite clearly you've got to know, you know, which way. It's not like a jigsaw puzzle where you can put any piece in you like. You've got to put the pieces in the right order.
Yeah, it is like one of those Waddington's jigsaw puzzles.
More Meccano than jigsaw.
Well, absolutely, yeah.
And again, you can see now how important it was to actually make these tanks.
Yeah.
Get the budders in.
Yes,
you could have got them in afterwards, but bloody not easily.
The hot well tank and one of the centrifugal pump down there. That's gone in as well.
This is Dave's pump, and only Dave knows which spell and incantation to get that has to be muttered, you see, at the right time to get it in.
gone in there, and the condenser. There's still some more stuff to go in today, and of course it's all got to be positioned and bolted down, etc. There's still parts to go into the engine. We're very close now to putting in the main paddle shafts and the main crankshaft, although the main crankshaft has still got some work to be done on it before it can be put into the ship. But this is major progress, and the main machinery is now, well, actually in the ship. It's a little bit of tricky work to do to get it in the right place, but that's not, that will all come in time. In the shipyard they're now concentrating on moving the after end forward. But basically from that bulkhead at the far end of the engine room right through to the forepeak is virtually finished, apart from a little bit of riveting to do in the boiler room.
Here?
Yeah.
Oh, since January last year.
Do you do any riveting at all?
Yeah, I do most of the time, yeah.
And we've got some riveters starting next week in the boiler room. That they've got a package of work to do in there, hand riveting.
It's the 6,700 rivets that it was last week is probably nearer 6,300 or something this week.
Well, if these guys are going to do the boiler room,
Then it'll be
make a good job of what
and
they're
then,
doing,
and then it'll be
then
5,000
potentially they
rivets.
can do some more work at the after end, can't they?
Absolutely.
Father, mother and son. Mother, father and son.
I bet they're all frightened of Mum. She strikes me as the sort of woman that has her men just where she needs them. Working hard. Put Mum on the furnace and she slings hot rivets at her blokes.
And that should take them a couple of weeks to do, 2 or 3 weeks probably, and then it will be finished. That will then be shot blasted and painted, and so from that bulkhead through to the forepeak, it'll all be finished. Well, I'm not sure the end is quite in sight yet, but I think it was Churchill, wasn't it? It's not the beginning of the end, this is the end, but this is the end of the beginning. There's a lot of woodwork going on the forward promenade deck is all virtually complete. The original timber is being laid on the forward main deck in the forward saloon. Counter, which goes on the very after end, has been built in the fabrication shop, is finished, and they're actually laying the timber on that. So when it comes out, it will have the timber already on it. It's not permanently fixed, but it should go back together again. It's just not permanently fixed, so it can be removed, and just anything that's got to go through there that can be done.
Nice to see it go in. Yeah, very nice to see it go in. Been sitting up in the workshop for so long now. Nice to see it part of the ship.
Yesterday I woke up sucking on lemon. Yesterday I woke
This is the poop deck. This is, right at the back of the ship. It's between the two deck levels. It's like a half deck. I think they call it the quarter deck. We're finishing the thick planks throughout the outside, but these are only dry fitted, so we'll take them off before we actually fit it to the ship. But it's just so easy to do now. Now we've cleared all that engine nonsense, we can put it down. We can put it down there where the A-frames were. We can put the railings round here and everything and finish that. But they're not coming off again. This is fixed. Yeah. These are just dry fits.
Yeah, they're only temporary.
Yeah. But these are finished, and like all that goes there.
Oh, that's what those bolts are for.
That's what those bolts are for. And those bollards go here. Already drilled. We're thinking about it. There's a plan. And again, if you imagine this, down here go these flipping turning blocks that we're talking about. Yeah? They have to go in really before this deck goes on finally, because otherwise you'll struggle like hell.
Most of the main deck is being done with the reclaimed timber, but it's been the same sort of timber, the same British Columbia pine is being used for. It's been laminated to it to make the old timber go further.
You know what sort of timber the old timber was?
Well, it's something called silver pine, which nobody really knows what it is anymore. We can't find out what silver pine actually is. This is the closest thing we can get to it. No, very few knots on it.
Yesterday I woke up sucking on lemon. Yesterday I woke up sucking.
It won't be that long, will it? Well, I hope before the end of the year. Really do. I really don't see why not.
I work in the principal deck because this is the prone deck and this is the main deck. So the main deck, we've got the original wood of the boat, part of the original boat, no? And so now I'm working with wood since 1924. So that's really exciting, no? Because many history in this wood. Now I'm cutting long piece of wood, and I join the wood. The total of the wood is 70 mils, but the old wood, the wood that they rescue is I think is 30 millimeters. So when they rescue the old wood, they repair like that. So this is a new wood. This is the old wood. So this is the joint that we do, and later the next piece is in the other side, no? So we've got here many woods, many pieces of wood. So all the day I'm working up down with the wood, but I like. It's really much physical, but I feel well. And also when I think about what I'm doing, no? Definitely when you stop to think in the idea and why the project and everything, you think that it's many things, no? Many things, many sensations. So I like that. It's funny because I can imagine me in the future when the boat will be finished and walking around the deck and thinking about my job, no? To think how can I did that or I'm happy about the job, no? Because it was and is really hard job sometimes, but really grateful. How do you say grateful?
It's gratifying. Yeah.
Gratifying. It's gratifying. Yeah, it's gratifying.
These are the screws that are being used for fixing the timber through the deckhead beams. You can't buy screws this size anymore. We had to have all these screws specially made. I think we had to buy about 12,000 of them, 13,000 of them, and they were nearly £1 each. So that shows the sort of money that you have to spend it on silly little things like screws.